Just as morning follows night, spring follows winter. As Minnesotans, we are so grateful for the turning of the seasons as they each serve a purpose and fill our hearts with warmth and renewal. That is why we are so proud to present to you Heart for Art 2021, a new season. We know that there is no substitute for the joy of being together and hearing from artists and community members in real life. But this past year has allowed us to reimagine so many things, how to connect virtually, and new ways to create together, even when we have been apart. In the coming months, you will receive 4 episodes of Heart for Art, which will all include opportunities for renewal and growth by providing you with 4 art experiences that you can participate in from the comfort of your own home. This season of Heart for Art, we call on you to help support the creation of more art and more ideas. Your contributions go directly towards supporting our programs. We hope you enjoy these extraordinary episodes, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your support. Hi, I'm Sarah Nephew, Managing Director at White Bear Center for the Arts.
And I'm Karen Keppel. I'm the current board chair of the White Bear Center for the Arts. Amazing things happened last year, and if there's one thing that always impresses me about the White Bear Center for the Arts is that anything is possible. It always feels here like anything is possible. And last year during this pandemic, that has never been more true. We all have a way to create and express ourselves creatively. And one of the things I loved about the classes was not only that there was always just such great encouragement, but there was collaboration. And that spirit of collaboration while being creative is what this place is all about. And I think it's why everybody feels so welcome here. And it has a unique spirit.
From those young children participating in Imagine Art in the summer, an opportunity we were able to offer free this last summer during our challenging year, thanks to all of our donors for Heart for Art. And to continue with those programs, Heart for Art is essential, so thank you so much.
My name's Dan Mackerman. I have an MFA from the University of Minnesota, double major, art history, and painting and drawing. White Bear offers to the community, probably to me the most important thing is it just provides a place for a community. You know, and art is the basis for the community. Art is aspirational. It's a place where people can share enthusiasm and excitement about what they do. In its best situation, it's a thing that becomes like contagious.
My name is Schroeder. I'm from Stillwater, and I've been coming to the White Bear Center for the Arts since 2008. My life would not be very good without the Art Center. I need to do art, it's just part of my life. And having an outlet in a supportive place like the White Bear Center is just very, very nice.
You know, I watch what happens when I light this up.
I enjoy classes with Dan Mackerman because he's just a lot of fun. He's an incredibly experienced, knowledgeable artist. It has a very family feel. I have to say every instructor has been highly supportive. You know, they're very knowledgeable but highly supportive of what each student is doing, so you don't feel like it's some highly stressed, judgmental situation. It's a helpful situation.
Students and I talk a lot about inspiration, and I always say that having fun and being inspired is all in the same continuum. And before you can be inspired, you first have to have fun and to have a good time. The enjoyment of doing things and meeting people and learning about things. It's the first step on a path towards something deeper.
When I was a kid, I always wanted a crank easel, so I made one.
As an instructor, I see my job as being a cheerleader and inspiring students. I'm not interested in teaching students the right way to do this or that. It's to get them excited. When I get a new student, the first thing that is important to me is to find out their history and their background. You know, like how much work have they done, you know, where they studied, and most importantly, who inspires them. You know, what work have they seen that really sends them over the moon? Sometimes students don't have that. You know, sometimes students will have not explored other artists and really haven't. And so for them, it's like a really big deal when they suddenly realize, oh yeah, if I go to this museum, I might see something that really gets me going, or get online and study artists that way. And that's the aspirational part. And it's this thing that motivates them to go further and deeper into, you know, the experience of art.
Art makes the world more beautiful. And my feeling about it is, I said, if everyone got together and just did art, the world would be a pretty nice place.
The programs that you've been supporting through Heart for Art during this time, but always, but during this time especially, meet the needs of everyone, adults and children of all ages and in all walks of life. And thank you to all of you for making that happen.
Thank you.